Breaking news. 2 suspects are on the run after robbing and carjacking a man at gunpoint in Hermitage. Officers say the victim was coming home around 4 this morning when he was approached by 2 men. This was on Brook Castle Drive. One man was armed with a gun and the other with pepper spray. They took his cell phone, wallet, headphones, and then his car. The 2 suspects could be driving that car, which is a maroon Pontiac G6. The tag number is Y0057G. If you have any information, call police.
Happening right now, police are investigating a strange crash on I-40 East. When police arrived at the scene, they couldn't find any person there. Found a couple of cars, though. Happened around 2:30 this morning near mile marker 212. A couple of cars involved. One was parked on the shoulder, didn't have anyone inside. Police say the driver of the other car hit that one that was on the shoulder, and then that person appears to have taken off after smashing their head into the windshield. They may be disoriented somewhere in the area. As soon as we learn more about this, as they search for those 2 drivers, we will let you know.
Right now, police are trying to track down 3 men accused of shooting and killing a man in North Nashville. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy is at the North Police Precinct this morning. And Dan, I understand officers really don't have a lot to go on in this case.
Not really. All they look for at this point, at least what they've told us, is 3 suspects in a silver sedan. They're really hoping more witnesses come forward, and they're hoping maybe some forensic evidence collected at the scene can help lead them to these killers. It all started about 6:30 last night over on 23rd Avenue North and St. Louis Street. They say the victim was standing outside of his car, had just pulled up, presumably to meet somebody. That's when this silver sedan pulled up, and somebody in that car, 3, opened fire, shooting and killing the victim. He actually was still alive when they took him to the hospital, later pronounced dead last night at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Now police have a lot of questions they're asking this morning, including, is this a drive-by shooting, and was this drug related?
Currently our investigators are talking to potential witnesses. Our identification people are looking at physical evidence from the scene to see its shell casings, other physical evidence that might be there to try to help determine exactly what happened during the incident.
Police still looking for a motive this morning, and they haven't released the victim's name publicly. They want to make sure all family and friends know first. But one friend of the victim on Twitter is telling me, I pray they find the suspects. He was an innocent person. This breaks my heart. We do know he's identified as a young man in his 20s or 30s. Reporting live this morning in North Nashville, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. And we have some developing news now. Police in Kentucky have identified another victim of the truck stop serial killer, Karma Papura. There's her picture on the left. She was missing from Indianapolis the day before the guy on the right, Bruce Mendenhall's arrest. He became known as the truck stop killer after he was caught in Nashville back in 2007. Convicted of killing a Nashville woman and suspected in the disappearance of about a dozen others. Police say he targeted prostitutes at truck stops. He's housed in Wayne County right now, awaiting trial in Wilson County, Indianapolis, and also Birmingham. We're learning more now about the officer-involved shooting at a very well-known catfish restaurant in Donaldson.
Yeah, breaking news yesterday. One employee told us the incident changed her life.
Oh my God, I was scared to death.
That's Linda Zook. She works at Uncle Bud's. You may remember on Sunday, disgruntled employee Jordan Agnew showed up with a gun, demanding to see the manager. He left, but thankfully police stuck around. And hours later, when Agnew came back, he shot at the restaurant from the drive-thru.
You're on the floor like that, you look down and you see a young couple holding a 2-year-old toddler, and the look of terror. That's not something you forget. I'm never going to forget that.
Sergeant Jeff Goodwin heard those gunshots and confronted Agnew. We're told he refused to drop his weapon, so Goodwin shot him. Agnew survived and will face charges. Sergeant Goodwin is on routine administrative leave pending an investigation. A stabbing victim is recovering in Springfield after he was attacked at Walmart. Police tell us 18-year-old Patrick Bush was robbed and cut 8 times by James Auerbach Sunday night. Investigators tell News Channel 5 Auerbach admitted to stabbing Bush and then turned himself in. He faces criminal attempt to commit robbery and aggravated assault charges. Auerbach is due in court later this month. New this morning, officials in Clarksville are investigating a house fire. The Leaf Chronicle reports the blaze started in the home's kitchen yesterday afternoon on Bruce Jenner Drive. Officials had to remove the roof, but no one was hurt. The man who rents the house said that some of his pets didn't make it. We're told there were no working smoke detectors in the home.
Is a proposed amendment to a housing bill discriminatory? Some say it certainly is. District 2 Councilman DeCosta Hastings says he wants the bill to include a tenant conduct clause. A large portion of the Buena Vista community in Nashville is under development thanks to the Barnes Fund, which is intended to bring in nonprofit developers and affordable housing. Well, now Councilman Hastings says his constituents are very concerned about who may be moving into these new homes.
If we get the wrong constituents, if we get the wrong people inside of those places that are renting houses that are worth $300,000 and they're doing drugs.
That is his concern. Those who oppose the measure, however, say it discriminates against low-income residents. It was deferred during the last council meeting. We'll see where it goes from here. We do have more breaking news now. A man robbed at gunpoint after confronting the suspects who were breaking into a truck in his neighborhood. Seeing the picture right here, the victim telling police that he was getting home off of Smith Springs Road in the Hermitage area when he spotted 3 men. When he tried to stop them, at least one pulled a weapon on the victim and robbed him. Officers say luckily no one was hurt. We're getting a better description of the men involved. We'll have that for you in just a bit.